Hey AUDIOTIERS, this is Barra from HeadFi, and I am happy to bring you yet another flagship in-ear tour, this time from Fur Audio. For those that aren't familiar, the Fur Audio brand has just brought out their new Frontiers line, which includes 3 brand new in-ears, which we are going to be touring. And I can tell you that this is definitely worth a listen. They've brought what's called kinetic bass to their M line of sound. For those of you that were in my M line tour, we've had nothing but positive feedback from that, and this is a step above. We've got a new dimension of sound with kinetic bass, which is bone conduction, which gives you a sound that, well, not only can you feel it, it's just a new perception of detail and involvement that I just haven't experienced before. You may have seen my review of my Fur M5s being awarded my If I Can Only Have One in-ear, and they still are top of my list, but now I've taken it up a notch with my new Xeon. This is their XE6 model, which is the M5 with kinetic bass. I have to say, I am thoroughly enjoying it, and it is amazing in the way that, like the M5, it scales down to an iPhone, and it scales up to my desktop or Hugo 2 setups, and man, does it make a difference. When I listen through my Hugo 2, it's mesmerizing. And that's not to say that the 5 or the 4 are any less than the Xeon. They are both amazing too. Like the M series, they bring to the table that same 10mm driver, but with bone conduction in the Frontier series, and a clarity and a involvement that is just spectacular. So this is a tour to be not to be missed. To sign up for the tour, please go to AUDIOTIERS and go follow the link and sign up and listen for yourself. I can't wait to hear the feedback. For those that are familiar with Fur Audio, you can read up on them on their site. You'll see that their Frontier series is on top. And these are the 3 that we have in our lineup: the Neon 4, the Krypton 5, and the Xeon 6. The Xeon 6 is the one that I had built in custom. The interesting part, the net new that you're going to see when you receive these are a little port on the very back of your inner that fits firmly against the inner ear, and that circle with the screen that you see inside there passes through bone conduction, the bass sound from the 10mm, and boy, does that make a difference in sound. You'll notice in the 5 that although it's got the same 10mm, that little disc, the screen, is slightly smaller than the 6, and that translates in a little bit less bass, but not that much. And going to the 4, I can't tell the difference between the screen size of the 4 and the screen size of the 5. And as implied by the number next to the various ones in the series, the 4 is a 4-way driver, the 5 is 5-way, and the 6 is 6-way. The 6 has the ESTs in it, where the 5 and the 4 are fully BA and dynamic. So hybrid and tribrid. Moving to the custom, you can see that it is the full size bone conduction patch right there. But I've always gotten a spectacular custom fit with Fur Audio. And I have to say that the seal is definitely greater. These are wonderful looking pieces of jewelry and they fit extremely well. But to me, for those that know and follow my reviews, custom is the end all for me, and this fit is rock solid, and I do get a little bit more bass from that. Differences between the 6 universal and the 6 custom is just a little bit more tightness with that bass, but I get a little bit more treble out of the universal. And I'm not saying that the treble isn't in the custom. I'm saying that the 6 with the better seal and the little bit bigger bass has a little bit more warmth in the overall signature than even the 6 universal. So size and fit within the ear makes a difference, so there may be less of a difference for others, but it's a pronounced difference for me, especially with my left ear, which fits different than my right. But truthfully, in looking at the design of these in-ears, they are just gorgeous. They have a nice heft to them, and they are very rich looking in their universal format. You've got gold in the 6, and you've got a silver with the 5 and the 4, which again are extremely beautiful. They've got great pictures on the site if you go in to check them out, so that you can see them. I've got them posted in our tour thread as well. But I can tell you these are every bit as rich in person as they are in the pictures, and maybe even better in person. That they just have a richness to them. Give you guys an idea of what you're getting in terms of sound. I found, even though there is a significant punch with the M series, there is a huge transparency and a large sound stage with that, but I would call it more of a transparent feel than warm, where this new kinetic bass, I would have to say it is more to the rich side of the spectrum. So think of the Xeon being a high-end tube amp, where the M5 is a solid state at same high-end, very exotic sound performance. So they're both fantastic. One doesn't replace the other, and that they're two different signatures. But right now, my heart is with this guy. Now you'll notice that there is an extremely cool design that I was able to pull up with these. In the first go around, while I loved the options that Fur provided, they were somewhat limited in my first go around when I designed these. The selection and the options are to a whole new level right now in creating customs through the designer on their website, and it is worth taking a look. So I'm finding these to be extraordinarily beautiful. These are called their leaf, and you can see they're purple and silver, and I had trouble deciding between a green translucent shell or a red, but I ended up going with the red. So I'm very happy with the results. So there you have it, a extremely exciting tour coming up. Everybody's welcome to join if you're a U.S. Member. And we do have the tour kit in hand, these 3 right here, and they will be shipped out here tomorrow. So the tour is starting now. Please get signed up so I can finish up on the logistics, and we're going to a couple of our reviewers first so we can get some reviews up online. And by the way, I will be doing a review on the new Xeon Custom, and we expect to see that within the next week or so. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.